Hi, Stronger Seniors. I wanted to share with you a video we're going to do for kind of a de-stressing time, and it's going to distract us with a little ball and kind of hand-eye coordination while we exercise. So that will pull you into the present moment is what I'm hoping, because you'll be like, I got to focus because I can't drop my ball. Anyway, I have a small squishy ball, stress ball, and I have a Spider-Man ball. And if you don't have a ball that's handy, you can go ahead and bundle up a pair of socks, or 2 pairs of socks, and you can use that. So hey, this is going to be a quick de-stressing workout, and you're going to, if you like the video, I would love you to share it with your friends, because that's how we sustain ourselves, right? So you can like the video and you can share it with friends. You can subscribe to our channel. And we also have a membership community with longer videos and live classes, and that's on YouTube as well. And that's only $2.99 a month. Okay, thanks for all my spiel. That's it. So you're going to go ahead and take your little socks or your squish ball or a tennis ball, and we're going to just go ahead and swing it down and up. Nice and easy. And if you're standing, what's kind of nice is if you can bob a little bit and pretend you're like a little kid, right? Swinging that ball. And you don't have to really go fast or anything. Just go at your own tempo. Now, what's going to intrigue us here, or focus us, hopefully, is a little toss at the end. So you swing, toss. So a little toss, and guess what? If you lose that pair of socks, you have to go get it, and that's a squat, and that's also a workout. All right. Swing, toss, swing, toss. And now I'm being cautious because I know I'm apt to, not catch this with my non-dominant hand. You might be using your dominant hand. I don't know. Well, of course, we're going to do both sides of the body, right? 2 and 1. Good. See how you feel. Take the ball and reach it over your head. Okay. Go ahead and bend. And 1 more. Awesome. All right. Let's do a little swing on the other arm. And you can let that body kind of flow with it, right? However it feels to you. Swing, swing. You can add a little shift in your weight, like when you're standing. You can sit on the edge of your chair and lean. Breathing deeply. When we take those long, deep breaths, and that airflow hits that soft palate in the back of our throat, it really tells us okay, it's going to be okay. Deep breathing, right? Stimulating that long vagus nerve in the body. So shall we? Let's test our little skills of swinging and up. Whoa. And this is my dominant hand, right? So it's also a form of entertainment, right? You can entertain yourself, or if you have an animal, you will hold their attention, or a child, this whole workout, right? They'll be like, when's she gonna drop it? I know it's gonna be mine pretty soon, right? And then bat, bat, bat all over the house, and your workout is done. Okay, swing. And I do want you to allow body movement. So allow a lean, allow a rotation, allow a shift. 3 more. And 2, 1. Awesome. Okay, let's just stretch this one overhead and bending the body. Okay, stretch it overhead and bend that body. Stretch it overhead and bend that body. Guess what? We can do things to de-stress. We can do stretching, we can do yoga, we can do deep breathing. We can just actually lie on our back and put our feet up and, shavasana. All kinds of things to de-stress. We can run up some stairs, right? All those kind of things have a good effect on the body because you're changing from where you're at to doing something. So let's do a rotation. We're gonna go from the pocket and up. And I'm gonna follow it with my eyes, right, up. So I've got this little swinging motion. And what's nice with this is I'm reaching with that ball. Or you know what's fun to do this with? Like a scarf. It's really fun. Maybe we'll do one of those. So reaching, and I call it like on guard, right? You can do it like a sword. And then you're spiraling up through the body. So spiral down, spiral up, and lift. We have all kinds of these wonderful muscle fibers that go in all these different directions, and then there's layers of them, and they love kind of these movements that let the sheaths slide around, you know? And so if you feel like, oh, that just kind of opened up my back a little bit, you know, or that kind of let me breathe a little easier because I moved my rib cage. It's really happening, right? We're just playing with a ball or a pair of socks, whatever you got. And reach across and spiral up. Reach, spiral. I am loving this movement. I just hope you do too. Now, if the arm or one of your shoulders doesn't want to do that, right? You just go to where it feels good, okay? You can use the floor and push off from the floor if you're standing. This also would be good for your golf game, gentlemen, or ladies, whoever plays golf. You guys are so competitive. Oh my gosh. Golf people they're obsessed with golf. I know my partner here at Stronger Seniors I'm talking to him, but all of them, golf, crazy people. Anyway, even though it's a game really like against yourself, right? You're learning. All right, so I hope you enjoyed that little spiral. Let's do a little bit of, okay. So this one is gonna be less about moving the whole body and more about to see if we can really do hand-eye coordination here. Toss at your own tempo, right? And try not to make a cheating way of making this really easy to toss, right? Did you see me just playing dump truck, dumping it back into my hand? Right. I want to keep it up like I am a chef that's learning to flip pancakes in the pan, right? So go ahead and do that. Now, for the time being, you might need to glance at the ball, okay? So let's just do that. But when you're glancing at the ball, I want you to think about like, oh, I can move my eyes away from the ball and I can still know where it is. So I'm going to actually turn my head to the side. And now I can see it out of the side of my vision, right? Or if you don't have good vision on the side, you may have to sense that with your body. See? I did a squat. Okay. Turning to the side, and I can still see it a little bit, and I'm trying to make myself aware of where it is in space compared to me. All right? Let's keep the toss going, and let's try it to the other side. And your body's going to want to find shortcuts like dumping, all kinds of things. I got to go slower. And now, if I turn my head, I can still kind of see it. I can see you, too, out of the corner of my eyes. And that helps me gaze in different directions than I normally would, right? All right. Did you do better on one side than the other? I don't know. All right, we're going to go ahead and toss. Don't let go of the ball, though. We're going to place the opposite foot forward, and we're going to throw. Okay, it's a throwing motion overhead, and follow through. So if you are standing, you're going to have that opposite foot, and you're throwing from your back shoulder, right? And I want you to shift weight back and forward, okay? Same thing here. Lean forward. Get your whole body into that throw, right? You're going to throw. We're trying out for the Cubs. All right. They could always use a few of us. 2 and 1. Okay. So you can do a different height if this, height near the ear is too high for you. So put your other foot forward so you've got a little stopping Lever there and shift, shift. So I've got 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Hold on to the furniture if you need. And lean, toss, lean, toss. And you might find, wow, my circulatory system is is working, right? I'm getting my heart rate up a little bit. Toss. Good. 2 more. And 1 more. Awesome. Now, here's a fun one. We're going to pass the ball underneath our leg, okay? So let's practice first just touching it to the inside of the knee and see how that feels. So if you're seated, sit in the middle of the chair, you can lean back a little bit and tighten your lower belly to bring this up to the inside knee. And here, same thing, really tighten there. Good. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now, if you need to really hang on here and you're standing, you're not going to pass it all the way through, okay? But if you're seated and you feel like, hey, I'm going to try that little pass through. So, abs in, reach under, and reach under. Good, make sure you pull those abs in and lean back, pass it through. Give me 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're just doing this simple touching if you're hanging onto the chair, all right? So let's get the other leg going. So we've got this inside knee and touching, right? And you want to think of, you can think of a soccer kicker who's going to use a little bit of inner thigh and tummy, right, to pull that up. So that you're not just using your hip flexor, right? Give me 4 more. Touch. Touch, and if you're seated, you're leaning back a little bit and pulling up those abs. 2 and 1. Now, what's going to happen if you're standing and you want to pass it through? Can you do it? Maybe you can. You can go to the back wall here and go under, right? Or you can sit down and do it, or you can just touch. Those are your 3 choices. Here we go. We've got 10 of these. Pass through. Pass through. Hi-ya. 4, right? Here's the modification. 6, 7, 8. Here's the last 2 modifications. 9 and 10. You take your pick. Let's stretch out those hips, you guys. Open them up. Wasn't that easy and fun? I hope it was. At least entertaining for you. Press those hips open and stretch your back. Come on up. Let's do that 2 more times. And then you can return your socks to the drawer. Or you can return your dog's chew toy to him. Thank you for joining me on this quick 15-minute workout. I will see you next time.